Xavier Martinez writes, "Hey guys, love the show. Last night I saw Straight Outta Compton and it kicked ass. Although I agree with John's statement about the third act, I also believe the acting was great, even exceptional, by Jason Mitchell, who portrays Eazy-E. So with the film out now, do you guys think it has any Oscar chances? I love it and want it to get some recognition. Thanks and keep up the great work."
Yeah, Straight Outta Compton, we were talking about it earlier. We all gave it positive reviews, other than Schnepp, who hasn't seen it yet, and I'm sure he will actually.
He chose The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yes, which is actually a good choice. It's a good movie. I have to Oscar chances for the movie as a whole, not great. Like I said, I think the movie fell apart a little bit in the third act and stuff like that. But Jason Mitchell as Eazy-E was the standout to me in that. I thought he was terrific. And I thought they made some very strange storytelling decisions going into the third act. And suddenly he's this, suddenly he's that. But regardless of that, that's not the actor, okay? Whatever weirdly out of place scene they put him in, he made me believe it and he made me buy into it. I thought he was terrific because he's the first character we meet in the film. He's a very important part of it as we get towards the end. And following him, I thought, became the most interesting part of that story. And his performance is not a small reason as to why that was the case. I thought he was exceptional. Do I really think he has a chance of at any Oscar buzz later in the year? It is so difficult to say when a lot of the Oscar baity movies haven't even come out yet. If the Oscars were being given out today, if today was Academy Award, what day is today? Monday. If it was Academy Award Monday, would I say he should have a place in the 5 nominees? As of today, I'd say yes. Now, let's see what happens towards the end of the year. But yeah, you bring up a great point. That is the one that really stands out to me that has a really great shot. And I don't know what the rules of soundtrack are. Considering none of this is original for the film, it's all previously recorded material, but I would certainly go soundtrack if it didn't violate the rules. Anyway, what do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. It's not an original score, so I don't think it can play in that ballpark. But yeah, Jason Mitchell was fantastic. I thought Corey Hawkins as Dr. Dre and O'Shea Jackson as Ice Cube were also terrific. The first time I saw the movie, O'Shea Jackson was the standout to me because I grew up more with Ice Cube than I did with Eazy or even Dr. Dre. But having seen the film a second time, you're right. Eazy-E was the best part of the movie. Having seen that a second time, he would be the one that I would nominate for like a best supporting actor kind of thing. I don't think it's going to happen simply because you do have to wait for all these fall movies that are positioned specifically to get talked about when you're referencing Oscar nominations. So I don't think that's going to happen. F. Gary Gray, as if it was Oscar Monday, I might throw him in for best director, but I don't think it's going to happen once you get all these other films that come out in 2015.
Schnepp?
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. Like you said, I mean, there's so many movies that are going to be like weighted in the next 3 months that are all vying for the Oscar. But an interesting thing about Straight Outta Compton, I was just reading this weekend, not having seen the film yet, but knowing about the third act, and I've heard a lot of people say the third act just feels like it's really condensed, or it's almost like a different film. But their first cut of it was like over 3 hours. And then they did a massive amount of reshooting like 2 months ago. Literally like shooting all these new sequences because they were like, we don't have enough of this, or we don't have enough of that. And they also cut out a lot of stuff like Ice Cube's sister and all these other like sequences. So I guarantee you that if like there could be a 5-hour cut sitting on Blu-ray like next year, which could be pretty awesome. So
how long? I just remember, how long was your first cut of The Death of Superman Lives Again?
Oh wow, I think it was like 3.5 hours.
It was like 3 or more.
Yeah, it was maybe. Yeah, I remember it was like super, and that was before John Peters.
Right.
So it's like you end up having an assembly, and then you're like, all right, this goes. You just have to start cutting stuff down, and with it, whatever kind of thing, whatever media you're making, you end up like having this giant thing, and then you're sculpting it down. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, and if there was an award for best supporting actor, give it to the guy who played Suge Knight. Phenomenal. As Suge
he
Knight.
was pretty good.
Oh, he's great. Yeah.
Very, very one-dimensional character, but he sold it.
Suge Knight.
I'm not
going to say anything bad about Suge Knight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that character sold it.